Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. Impact Talk. Yeah. Wow, words take two. Impact Talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube and the Twitch and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. Yeah, so when you stick something a little sour in your cup, that's how you pay the price. Your words get all
soured up.
a little, yes. So why does he keep drinking it? Well, it's just going to be one of those shows. So how you doing, Alisha?
I am living, LIVIN.
I'll take that over the alternative. Hopefully, hopefully Bill will, yes, we just got the message. This just in, Bill will be in a few. Great to hear. It's not a show without Bill. All right.
Wonderful.
So how's everyone doing tonight? The chat is alive and kicking. We're sorry we're a tad bit late. I mean, what?
No, we're not.
What? Never sorry. Never sorry. No, it's real life, it happens. But let's start out by thanking some very generous folks in our chat so far this evening while we get the show on the road. Miss Anna Reed, good to see you. It's been a bit with the super sticker. And Bell's boy here, my goodness, with the 20 spot. He says, hola. Okay, so SmackDown's moving back to USA. Check. NXT is moving to the CW. Check. NWA has a Coke problem. Can I get an amen?
A little booger sugar on your persons.
We talk about the booger sugar a lot, and we didn't think it was gonna, flow into such a wholesome product like the NWA. Hammerstone is being held hostage. Oh, he needs to get a lawyer. MJF and Alisha Atut are dating. Well, that's interesting. I saw them make out a few years ago. And the Rascals are a trio again. Yay! And the actor strike is over. I heard about that. That's great news. Uh-oh. We got a well from Alisha. What were you going to say?
I don't remember. Sorry, that was a knee-jerk reaction, I guess.
Was it to the Rascals or?
Well, yeah, but then I'm like, well, I guess technically they are a trio, but Myron Reed, they were a foursome, but unfortunately, Dez is up north, doing wonderfully.
He is.
But
he's thriving up there, and we're happy for him. Yeah.
Did I call him a fortet? Anyway, yeah. So no, I'm just stupid.
No, you're not stupid. All right. So, but yeah, exciting to see Myron Reed in that promo. If you want to see something really funny, go see Chris Bay's reaction to that on the old X. It's really hard to call it the X instead of Twitter. I'll still call it. Wow. I'll still call it the old Twitter box. Thank you very much. But yeah, said he was coming downstairs like he was going to prom or something like that.
Curious.
Cute. Yes. But I got that. Well, you guys just wait and see when everybody comes out in their Rascals gear. It's pretty. They look pretty fly.
That's cool.
Pretty fly. All right. And what else? Yeah, everyone's doing jokes about the NWA and Coca-Cola in the chat. All right. What else is going on? Oh, something I literally just found. And it is relative to this podcast because our sister show across the pond has someone who's in a band. If you guys aren't aware of this, Steve, or simply Steve as they like to call him, on the TNI UK show midweek Wednesdays at noon, noon central here. I recently found out that he's in a band, and I meant to go check it out, but then it's one of those things, you think about something, you don't write it down, a million other things happen and it slips your mind. Well, thanks to good old Facebook, I did a refresher from Steve saying that CDs of the new album are on sale. The band is called The Never. So if you do follow these lovely chaps from the UK, our sister station, if you will. Thank you for the bits, Red Lion. Please do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do the band a favor, and do Team TNI UK a favor, especially Steve, and go check out some new music. You can see it on you can look up The Never on Spotify if you don't want to just go blow the money on the music right away and just listen to it first to help support the band. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. They're also on Bandcamp. You can get a one-song preview on Bandcamp or listen to the full album on Spotify. So please go check them out. But yeah, pretty exciting about that. The one song I listened to, I got from the Bandcamp site, I really liked. It kind of sounded like it sounded like alternative rock.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of sounded like if Nirvana came out in 1986.
Interesting analogy.
Yeah, and I'd say that just because of how the production sounds. It sounds like an older kind of music done back in the 80s, just the way it's produced. Not a knock on it, that's just how it sounds. But yeah, please go check it out. Also, and you know that when I talk about news and stuff, I don't do my own tune, so I don't play that. I let Bill do that. He gets a kick out of that, and I get a kick out of him doing it too. Because when he's talking over the stuff, I just die laughing because
he's a silly goose.
I never know what the hell that silly goose is going to do. We got some news. I really don't have a lot of news, but I did get this, and I have to give credit to Bonkers in the chat. Thank you, Bonkers, for stating this, that he found it on the old X, a.k.a. the Twitter box of Impact Wrestling, for final resolution, as we see it here on the screen. We've got Motor City Machine Guns versus Josh Alexander and Zack Sabre Jr. That's happening on Saturday, December 9th.
That's going to be quite a match.
Oh, man. To have Zack Sabre Jr. as a part of Impact Wrestling?
I've only seen him ever once wrestle, so it'll be cool.
Oh, he is something to behold. He really is. He's not your average wrestler. He's kind of tall and lanky, but then he also wrestles like Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, no, I've seen him before. I've seen him live. He did a spot at CZW years ago.
Yeah. It's the highest compliment I could possibly give him. And better late than never, we got Bill.
Hey, what's up?
Bill.
How you doing, man?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. I was just giving a little bit of news to the folks. Did you happen to hear?
What?
This literally broke minutes ago. So I don't know if you caught this. Final resolution. Motor City Machine Guns versus Josh Alexander and Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Now, is that... I know that there's some shows going on before the new year. This is the last Impact shows before like the official rebranding for TNA. Are those going on in Toronto? Where are those going on?
Yeah, they're going on at the Battle Arts Academy, Santino's school. So just outside of Toronto area.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably won't get it right, but technically I guess it's what like Mishagawa or Mississauga.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Are you going to be attending that one, Bill?
I will be attending that one. Have my ticket sale now. Oh yeah, they already went on sale. Because obviously IPWF is coming up this Saturday. The tradition continues, but then for Final Resolution, same location as well, December 9th. So looking forward to that as well, because that will be the official last Impact branded show before the return of TNA. And as the new shirt says, we're effing back, J-Bone.
Now this, okay, so that is, someone asked me, had I seen, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to just share this little screen-a-rooney here. Let's see here. So everyone can see this. These look sick. See, I don't like it when they change how... There it is. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties.
The technology.
Yeah, something like that. Look at that. TNA is hard to kill. We got the TNA shirt. The back says we're farking back. I don't know. Can I buy a vowel?
The coach.
And then so there's a few different shirts on there you can get on shopimpact.com. Very, very colorful shirts. I like it a lot. So
that's going to be doing. I'm sure the merch stand will be flying with those.
Oh yeah, I definitely need a new Hard to Kill shirt. Not that there's anything wrong with mine, but it was back in. I got the Hard to Kill shirt before it was a pay-per-view.
Correct, because it came out right before it was a pay-per-view.
Wasn't it something that Chris Jericho said on his podcast or something like that, and they just ran with it?
No, I think it felt like the Hard to Kill moniker was going around for years.
Oh, okay.
With Impact, because that's like the in-joke of Impact.
Okay. I could have swore it was like someone said it somewhere and it became a thing. But...
I don't know. I cannot confirm.
Barry Monkey in the chat. We're forking back, Crazy Steve.
That's right.
Dreamer. Yes.
Now, Don Callis was probably saying it there. Yeah, making the rounds. That does make sense, because that was the era where obviously it all came around. It came around the whole Hard to Kill.
There we go. Okay, so I wasn't too far off. Mara says, J-Bone, you need to buy 2, one for you and one for Manny Bones. Well, there we go. I'll make sure he wears his backwards just so we can be a little edgy, without, doing
Where's Manny Bones these days?
He's back here.
Oh, there he is. All right, now I see him.
He's hanging up. Yep, and he's actually got some buddies hanging with him. I don't know if you can see that.
He's seated. He's seated now.
He is. Yeah. He's seated. He's keeping an eye on things, and
he's keeping things tight.
Pretty soon, there's going to be a whole slew of friends with him that you'll be able to see.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's called Halloween. 75% off. Just grab a bunch of skeletons and throw them in your carts.
There you go, the Bone Man.
It's going to be lots of bones in the boneyard. Just wait and see. So, we talked about Final Resolution. I don't know if that's going to be like a main event, or it sounds like it's going to be, maybe. I don't know.
It's definitely going to be a featured bout, looking at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously you got the world champion in there, so yeah, you figure that will be. But we'll have to stay tuned to see, because who knows? Who knows with Impact / TNA?
Yeah. And that's a month away, so we got time to actually, let that simmer and actually build that. Hopefully they can get a promo or two out of him before they get the show going. Yeah. That'd be nice. You got any news, Bill? Or Alisha, for that matter.
No.
Well, yeah, other than obviously we had the new merch, we had obviously the tickets go on sale, Hard to Kill, and the Snake Eyes tapings, the Fallout. So you had that.
Are they sold out yet?
Not sold out. Well, I know they sold out of like Front Row, the titanium. They sold out of that for the pay-per-view pretty quickly. So that's taken care of. But obviously, based on the whole setup there, I think they can continue to release, because really they sold a good amount of tickets based off only one match so far. The Knockouts title is the only match announced at this point.
Well, no, they got Moose and Alex Shelley.
They do, but I guess that was still technically. I don't know if that was officially on the card yet, even though we kind of know that was coming. Oh
yeah, it's official now. They got the visuals up, at least on the websites. Yeah. So
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. That is news that broke today about a former Impact, former TNA, really.
Former Knockout, yeah. Go ahead, Bill.
Well, yes, it seems like it is confirmed by, I guess, removal on the website, but it seems like enough of the sources are out there saying that the former Alley, former Cherry Bomb on the Indies, is no longer down south in AEW, former one half of the Demon Bunny combo. So I know pretty much, I think it was her contract had run out at Impact, at TNA Impact at the time, and they didn't really have anything for, I believe, was kind of what was going around. So there was no immediate thing. So that kind of was her initial exit. So who knows going forward? I think it all depends. Because I think the TNA branding is going to be just like Impact, where if they have something for you, or they go, oh, this person could come in, we have an idea for them, then they'd be interested. So I know there obviously wasn't any. She has a lot of connections to the company, so I wouldn't surprise me. It's been some time since then, and I think we're yet to see, obviously, where Courtney Rush, Rosemary being hinted at, and some of the rebranding of TNA. So there is definitely some momentum of some doors opening in that direction. So I think we could see something. It's I don't know if it would be immediate, but I think there's a possibility for sure.
So let me ask you this. Now, I am certainly familiar with Allie and the Bunny, of course. I am not familiar with the adventures of Courtney Rush and Cherry Bomb. I know that was something on the indies.
Yeah.
It was also something prominently done on. They had their own YouTube channel, and they put on whatever, skits and stuff. So if Allie comes back, do you guys want to see her as Allie or come back as like her original like Cherry Bomb character, just to kind of match up the Courtney thing? What do you think?
I don't think she even goes by Cherry Bomb. Really,
she didn't, but she did. Like, I'm talking about like early.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm very familiar with her, but I'm saying it's been a very long time since she's been referred to as Cherry Bomb. Before she even joined up with TNI Impact.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she was actually her real name in TNA at the time. She did not even go by really Cherry Bomb ever. Pepper Parks did briefly, but it was like she didn't really use her Cherry Bomb gimmick ever. It was kind of a surprise that she never really used even that gimmick at all.
Yeah,
it was kind of like the Cherry Bomb was kind of like a little bit like a heel, like she never really got that mic time. She had other opportunities, but never as kind of that character. So it'll be interesting to see which way, because now obviously now's the chance to kind of decide how you want to go forward as like a performer. If you want to go more like what you've been doing the last couple of years, or do you want to switch it up and do something differently? So, hey, look at you. You just had it sit in there.
I did. Literally.
Look at that. Look at that. The trading card of Impact's Alley. What years?
But as Anna's saying it, like I think that's the reason why maybe because technically an Impact does follow rules for everyone that doesn't think they do. They killed Allie.
Oh, 2017.
Okay. In the Undead
Is she though?
Storyline.
I don't know. People don't really stay dead in Impact. I.e. Eric Young, Sue Young.
Like, the only person more dead than Allie is probably the Karate Man.
The Karate.
Actually, I would say that guy Abyss crushed with a rock. So it'd probably be the deadest guy.
So, but can they do the whole retcon and get their way out of doing that? Of course they can. You can always do that.
What you got to remember, she wasn't killed in a normal place. She wasn't killed like what we know as our dimension of Earth.
Yeah, but usually they follow the rules. They do follow the rules usually. You get dragged there, you're gone.
Well, yeah. But
they could bring her back.
Yeah, there is absolutely.
You just have to go there to bring her back. So
exactly, you just grab Captain Booger Sugar, and
wow.
Now you got to be careful, J-Bone, because now there's multiple references and multiple companies. They might not know if you're talking what promotion these days. That's becoming a very common take.
Well,
yeah. Well, the old Sinister Minister, for those who maybe don't know who I'm talking
exposing
about.
the business for real.
Yeah.
Because wrestling loves its booger sugar.
Oh my God! Apparently a little too much, right, Billy? Right, Billy. Good old Corgan, just killing his company once.
Who booked this?
That couldn't have been more appropriate. That's perfect. Thank you. So yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would love to see that the Knockout Alley come back. So we'll see what happens. I think that's about it, unless you got anything else.
I think that's.
I never have news.
If it comes up, we'll dress it as the show goes on.
Come on, Alisha.
Well, I don't believe in social media like that, so I don't know.
Social media?
No, but Well, because when you put it like that, there's a lot of BS that's out there. We do our best on here to like bring factual stuff. I like talking rumors and stuff here and there, but I like talking more about, okay, this happened. This is something factual that we're going to talk about right now, but I like the BS once in a while. All right.
I don't care. No news is good news. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I'm kidding.
On that note, let's jump into now Bill's the only one who watched Turning Point. I'm sorry I did not. Alisha did not. If we have some time in the future, if we can put something together, we'll do a quick review, but it's kind of like one of those things. If it didn't happen by now, it may not happen. So my apologies in advance if there is not going to be a Turning Point review. Do we want to talk about it at all? Bill, do you want to go over results, or do you want to just save it for when we could possibly in the future do something?
We'll save it. We'll save it.
Okay.
Obviously, if anybody in the chat wants to bring anything up about it or any highlights, I think obviously there's definitely there were some good matches for sure. Although, you know what? Before we get in the show, I will, because we'll hold on to that, but I will say I talked about it last week on the review, but I went this past Saturday to Ace Austin's event at his high school, to the one that was to promote and benefit the school musical at Conrad Weiser High School. And it had obviously Ace, Gia, and Rich Swann were there, and very good show put on. Kevin Kelly's promotion, American Excellence Wrestling, like they were a partner of it, so they did like a lot of their regulars were also on the show. So definitely a good job by Ace and company there. Local boy done good, so kudos to him and the whole crew there. So nice turnout, always good to see.
All for a good cause, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
The arts.
Nice.
Ace giving the promo from the heart. Like I said, good local kid that did good. Yeah, kid that was just didn't know what he could accomplish, was able to accomplish his goals, which is good message to get out there.
He did a lot of the arts in school.
Oh yeah. No. He was a member doing of like he did the school musical and the art. So that got him in the wrestling.
The drama club, if you will.
Austin Shakespeare.
Yes.
The Shakespeare is also no longer part of the name, but it was there at one point.
There you have it.
And now you know.
And you say you don't come up with any news, Alisha.
That's not news. That's just a random tidbit that I remember when I saw him debut for CZW. So.
Oh, okay.
It was a long time ago.
That is interesting.
And speaking of, Alisha, I will be attending my first ZZW show in quite some time in a couple weeks.
Oh, what are you going to?
They're doing a show on the battleship, the USS New Jersey, on a Sunday. So Lex Luger might be coming through that door. Do the Body Slam channel, the Body Slam challenge. You never know. You might get the helicopter drop off on there. So, but no, it's a very cool idea for now. It could be cold out there. We're talking a November show on a battleship
on the water.
On the water. So it could be, but it's kind of like a floating museum. I know, and I guess they have events and all. So they booked them for a.
Is it a deathmatch show? I'm so confused.
I can't imagine it will be a. I got to.
I was going to say they
standard show.
I have questions. I'm just not going to ask them.
Again, so
somebody's going overboard if this is CZW. And I also want to see if Luger's coming in on a helicopter. I want to see the old wheelchair drop
That's nobody can afford a helicopter. Wrong promotion.
Well, who runs CZW now? I don't even know.
It's still DJ.
DJ
right?
Hyde. Yeah, it's still DJ.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he has help or what. Like it's trying to revive. I don't really know
mainly
how.
Running out of like Maryland, like their shows for the most part. But Rich Swan's the world champion.
Really? Yeah, I'm out of the loop. I just know Big Joe won the Tournament of Death.
Yeah, because I thought about going to Tournament of Death down there. So that's what kind of got me watching.
That was in Delaware, right?
It's usually in Delaware because that's the closest they've been. Really, is that show in Delaware, but it was still like a little bit too far to just kind of randomly go.
Yeah,
but this one, I'm like, it's just over the bridge in Jersey, so I'll be like, all right, I'll head down there because it's going to be a stone's throw from Philly.
And I do want to say congrats to Jake Christ, who I believe now is world champion in Revolver. I think I saw that clip.
Oh, he is. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. He was world champion. I think he's been world champion there for a bit.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, because he was world champion when I went to the show out there a couple weeks ago.
Well, shit, I'm a minute late. Sorry.
I gotta see a Revolver show in person.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Close they'll ever come, like Ohio, like Dayton area is probably as close as they get, but you never know.
Yeah, maybe I'll make the trip to Dayton. I'll ask the husband if he wants to take the road trip because I'm not doing that. It's like 8 hours, right? I'm not doing that by myself.
Yeah, it's about 8 hours.
Yeah, fuck that.
gotta share that one a little. Gotta share. All right. That's it for news. Let's jump into this week's episode of Impact Wrestling, November 9th, 2023. Back in the States from the UK tour, back in Chicago.
Really?
How did I miss this one, Bill? Were you there? Oh, wait a minute. That was tonight? Oh,
it was tonight.
That was.
I told you I had a feeling that's how it would be.
Pre-taped. It was
stretched out.
This was stuff that was taped the day after Bound for Glory.
Okay.
So
I remember you guys saying that's what was going to happen, but for some reason, watching the show tonight, it still looked like the quality was the British quality. So I didn't register in my brain that they were back. It's pre-recorded to the States now.
Oh, well, yeah. If you didn't notice a difference, that's probably what they're hoping, honestly, for the most part, is that like the last week or so didn't look like an outlier. If they got it as close as they could. But obviously that was all like that they were able to build towards the quick Impact Plus special. That was the goal there, and now it's back to now building up for Hard to Kill again.
Okay. So back in good old Chi-Town, like we never left. We start out hot with Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo facing off, and this came about from a little how do we say that miscommunication that happened in their tag team match against MK Ultra at Bound for Glory. They weren't too happy. Weren't too happy about losing that one. They really went into it gung-ho, and I mean, they do go back. They are, they showed like they were like, oh, they're such good buddies, and one little loss just threw it in the toilet. So
it was, you could almost hear it, J-Bone.
I am the f***ing greatest.
Oh, the timing on that was impeccable. My goodness. But yeah, Purrazzo versus Steelz. Very excited to see this one. What you guys think?
I liked it because this pairing is interesting. They wrestle well together. But can we talk about Tasha putting Deonna's own submission move on her? Like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood kind of thing. I just thought that was real clever to add into the match, and I appreciated it. What do you guys think?
Brings it up a notch.
There was a lot of little interesting points of the match, especially the I don't know what the hell you call it, twerk off.
Of course, that's what J-Bone leaves with. Not a shock, J-Bone.
No, because I talked about this during the live reaction. You know, the crowd, of course, was like, "Yay, Tasha's back!" and she's twerking, and the crowd loved it. But then when Deonna Purrazzo was like, "Oh, if you can do that, so can I," but then she did it 3 times in a row, which the crowd just lost their mind. And I was like, wow, you guys really need to settle down and behave yourselves. And
also, she holds it back. Like, she occasionally does it. When she does it, though, she gets the big pop.
She does. Yeah. Not for me. I'm full of shit. Guilty as charged. Yes. See, Eddie. Yeah, Eddie was next to me. He'll tell you that twerk off. That oof. Yeah. No, the match was a lot of fun. I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm a total, male pig. The match was incredible.
It was. And obviously you could tell, like, the Team Adams, like, obviously a lot of history with these two, known each other for a long time. So using each other's moves, stuff like that, it's some good storytelling in there. And honestly, as it's happening, like, Tasha getting the win, like, little surprising. Obviously, Tasha's kind of making her way back, so she probably does need him more than Deonna does, because Deonna's kind of made already, so she doesn't need any wins. But so now it'll be interesting to see, like, is that it? Or are we going to see more? Or, like, is this something that's going to be lingering out there between them? Or was this just we had a misunderstanding, we settled in the ring, we're all good again?
Could be.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. We're going to have to wait till future episodes to see the fallout from this one. But if this is all we get, I'm happy with it, Mm-hmm. Big twerk off, amazing match. I'm good.
Oh, Ronan Blue. Now that's the questions that people want to know, J-Bud. It's all about the twerk off there.
Inquiring minds want to know if Bill and I are going to have a twerk off. Let me tell you, my back doesn't bend like that, so we're going to call Bill the automatic winner. If I tried to do that with my back and my non-existent ass, the world might flip on its end and explode.
It'd be going Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon. It'd be like getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, and then I'd fall over from attempting it because my back would literally break. No, not going to happen.
The twerking's a young bones game.
It's a young,
not an old bone like myself, who could barely walk around the house. Alex Shelley cuts a promo next about facing
Jonathan Gresham.
Thank you. Sorry. Wow. Brain fart. Smelly in the office. Right? Yeah. It's a stinker of a show tonight, folks. Let me tell you.
Do not go in there.
Wait. If you're going to say it, we can't. We have to have it, right? All right, Jay, you need a little. Do not go in there. At least I thought we got it. Yeah, we still got it. I think we do. I hope it's this. See, I think we had the do not go in there as one too, but I don't think that made. I think that's gone.
Yeah, I haven't looked at them lately. So yeah, but that was a classic. Yeah. Let's see what's next here. ABC cutting a promo about the maybe celebrating a little too much. After Bound for Glory, didn't think it was going to last several weeks on end. It's like, wow, babe, what are you doing to your boy? But it looks like next week we're going to get Kenny King and Mr. Cute AF. Did you see that t-shirt?
No.
That was hilarious. Mr. Sheldon Jeans had the Cute AF shirt on. I was like, wow, is that an official TNA shirt? I was like, Sheldon Jeans, first shirt, Cute AF. No, I don't want to jinx him. I hope to God that isn't, but I just had a good chuckle on that one. It's like, what are you wearing, dude? But yeah, Kenny wasn't happy, and then Santino comes along and he's like, oh, well, you want a match, you get a match. And then Kenny's trying to, backpedal. No, I don't want a match. Well, then what the hell are you doing, bro? But yeah, we're getting that match next week.
Nice.
Crazy Steve going after that digital media championship of Tommy Dreamer's next.
Ooh.
Gets a little, well, pardon the pun, crazy, little hardcore.
Insane Steven.
What the fork's wrong with him?
Right, fork and A. I remember thinking I was a little disappointed because I love Crazy Steve's new mask, his get up, the cloak he wears, the mask that he pries open and it's his face going, or whatever he does, and it was just, they even commented on that. They were like, oh wow, it's I was going to say Simply Steve. No, it's not Simply Steve. It's not our Simply Steve. It's just Crazy Steve, just doing this thing. Bill, just speaking of Simply Steve, I was part of the news. I opened up talking about Steve. Part of TNI UK actually has some music out now.
Oh.
Yeah, his band, which I never realized he was actually in a band, just put out some music. The band's called The Never. So go check that out on Spotify. Yeah.
Very cool. All these TNI musicians.
Yes. Yeah. Trent, you're not the only one.
Yeah. J-Bone, I think we're slacking right now. I got to get my guitar going.
I play the tiddlywinks. Anyways. But yeah, what'd you guys think of Crazy Steve versus Thomas the Dreamer?
Go ahead, Bill.
Well, now here's the, yeah, like I liked it. I liked it, but I know it was a little confusing here because, like T. Hughes even mentions, wasn't it the match and no DQ match? And that's it felt like it was kind of advertised that way, like there wasn't going to really be it, so that there was a DQ finish in a way. I'm not sure. It wasn't really clear on this because it felt like it was supposed to be a non-DQ match, so that it wound up having a DQ. We'll see. We'll see what winds up happening going forward. But obviously, when you get forked, I don't know if you can keep on going. So you're kind of stuck.
It's only a hardcore match if Tommy says it's going to be a hardcore match.
Old school rules.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He says something to that effect. Old school rules. And then he pulls out a pliers and goes, whatever. But no, this was a rare occasion where we actually got just a regular match, and well, it went hardcore, but it wasn't supposed to. So no, that's not part of it.
Well, the weird thing is the graphic actually said no disqualification match. So that's where the confusion, I think, is. Like for the build. So
really?
And they kind of during the TV segment didn't really acknowledge it, so it just made it a little confusing. So we'll see, and who knows? I don't know if that'll be played up in a storyline at all or not, but now there's a little bit more going to there. But once again, I think Tommy's done a very good job with the title. Overall,
you know what? In the visual here, it says Tommy Dreamer Digital Media Championship versus Crazy Steve. There is no, at least in this one on the website, it doesn't say no DQ.
But at one point it did, like on the socials. I think as of today, they were still advertising the match with the graphic in the middle saying no disqualification.
Okay, that's just weird.
So I think that's why that comment was made, because at one point, it was definitely looking at it was going to be that case. But card subject to change, J-Bo.
Always, you got to remember that. Yeah.
There's a lot of forked and spooning talk in the chat right now.
Yeah, and Dr. Gerbs is even saying that this new scent from Mad Cat Beard Care is amazing.
Steve's?
No, I think he's talking about his own.
Oh, he's referring to his, so it's either him or Tommy. I don't know.
Maybe somebody's got beard care.
Something.
Good for you.
New sponsor, maybe?
No. Nay.
He says yes. Wait, yes to what? All right, so
but I don't think Steve's Steve's obviously still in play for this title. It's not over. You get a fork in you, it's not over.
No. That's just gonna make him mad. It's not gonna stop him.
All right, it's Crazy Steve.
Yeah.
There you go.
Crazy has 2 cents with Mad Cat Beard Care.
That's cool.
Great site. Interesting.
There you go. Get those sponsors, Steve.
Diener's got a new sponsor too, and it's for so go check his socials. He just has some new sponsor for like working out or some supplement company, I believe it is. Go check it out. It looks pretty cool, and he actually has his own merch on the site. It looks badass. Okay.
He's a hustler, that Diener.
Everyone's getting sponsors. And speaking of sponsorships, I think it's just about that time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme.
He needs to record a new one, by the way.
He might.
In my ass.
Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry.
No, it's not.
It's
If you have small children, please ask them to leave the room right now.
Yeah, well, sometimes it does get like that, We try to keep it. We try to keep it clean, but
clean J-Bone.
But here you go. Here's a little word about our sponsor, Manscaped. It's our buddy Kyle. Oh,
I'm here to tell you people about Manscaped. See, when you're a card-carrying member of the Peanut Club, presentation is everything. In my opinion, with a clean shave, you can turn that cocktail frank into bun length. That's right, folks. Kiss your Vienna sausage goodbye and upgrade your grooming habits with Manscaped. And guess what, folks? We got a special deal for the TNI fam. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. That's right, folks. 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
No.
He said it.
Settle down, Kurt. Yeah, Kurt obviously very excited too. How
can you not be?
Right? It's a hell of a deal.
Have you seen the graphic? Because, like we were talking about a little earlier, like they now are officially blasting out the world title match at Hard to Kill. Moose Shelley. Have you seen just like they have the Trinity Jordan stand up graphic?
Oh,
now
yeah.
They have the Moose and Shelley one. Very cool.
Yes. Yep. I saw those. Yep. On the old face box. And the Twitter box. I refuse to call it X.
Always be
It's Twitter.
The Twitter box to
Hellscape.
It is. It is.
I don't even bother with Twitter really anymore.
No.
It's dead.
You should join the
what's alive? The Gram? The Exchangeogram?
Yeah, the Gram's there. Our Discord's rocking.
Discord.
Check out the old Discord. Pretty. For as far as social medias go, our Discord is about as decent as it gets. Not too much trouble in there. So.
Not too much trouble.
Not too much. Oh, this is interesting. Says a portion of the proceeds go towards helping animals. I'm assuming that's the
Steve Beard stuff.
The beard company.
I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I love that. Steve is a big fan of animals, so that's very positive.
Yeah. So he's not as crazy as you think he is. All right, back to the show. We got, so Crazy Steve wins by DQ, controversially. Next, we got Gia Miller talking to Jonathan Gresham backstage in a promo. Then we got Brian Myers versus Joe Hendry. That was a lot of fun. Joe Hendry proclaims to the audience that Brian Myers is not going to be referred to as Edge's bitch anymore, but Adam's bitch. And, well, the crowd and this is literally days after Adam Copeland, a.k.a. formerly known as WWE's Edge, debuted for AEW. So, there you go.
There you go.
Adam's bitch.
But although that, like, speaking of one result that did happen at Turning Point, like he won the Glasgow Cup, obviously, and all. Like he was on he had all the momentum right now, Joe Hendry, and he does not. He loses here. He loses to Brian Myers. So
yeah, interesting.
So so it'll be interesting to see kind of the fallout from that on but we get a little bit of Moose and Myers later, but like what the Moose and Myers dynamic's going to be heading into Hard to Kill.
Right, because you think sometimes it's like, oh, these guys are fine. There's absolutely no problem at all. But, you know, they did they lose at yeah, sorry for spoilers, but did they lose at Turning Point?
Well, I think that's the whole thing. Yeah, they did not win a Turning Point.
Okay. So, fun match though. You know, it's always fun seeing Brian's reaction because he is the most professional. But yeah, he came out on top of this one. Fun match. Next week we're getting Josh Alexander versus Will Ospreay.
Ooh-wee.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be quite the match.
And I mean, I can't say anything about it other than you guys are in for a treat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Little treat ski.
Yep, little treat ski. All right, next we got Eddie Edwards versus Eric Young. I love how they say,
Oh wait, yeah, Moose got the win. My bad. I'm sorry about that. Moose got the win in that match. I was mixing up. I was mixing up results from the previous week. They're all blending together now.
So
Moose got the win because obviously he's in the driver's seat with the title. So he's not taking the loss. So it's more. We have now kind of the Moose and Myers pairing is very successful right now.
They're on a roll,
but they recently lost right before that, so it's kind of, they're going up and down. But now they're on a good roll again.
Nice. It looks like Paul is going to be at his first pay-per-view ever. Congrats, Paul.
Oh yeah,
he's very. He's in the chat going, Uncle. Like, Mama.
And there's one of our favorite refs, Daniel Spencer, in the house.
Hey.
Woo.
Keeping busy.
Good evening, Daniel Spencer. You had a hell of a show tonight. And next week is going to be even crazier. But what did you guys think of course, Lish is out there with Eddie Edwards, but Eddie Edwards facing Eric Young. What do you guys think?
Lish should be out there. Lish should be everywhere.
That's 100% right.
Yeah. Right. It was a good match, though. I'm trying to remember if these two have ever wrestled each other, which I'm sure they have. It's just escaping me at the moment. But either way, they put on a good match because it's two really good wrestlers in the ring with each other. Can't really go wrong with that. What did you guys think?
Yeah, he's definitely riding a wave right now. So,
as he should be.
Let's try to get involved, but unsuccessful. She wasn't able to get the win for Eddie on this one.
This is the most physically that she's ever been involved in his matches, especially in the last handful of years, I think. Just because how controversial he has been as a character, and she still, I hate to say it like this, she still played the timid wife, the older version of Lish that we know, what Eddie's stumbling drunk down the aisle at Brian Cage's wedding, and she's screaming into the camera, "What are you doing?" This is still that version that we all crack up at, but this is a complete 180 now from where we were back then. Where she always loved him and supported him, but there was many times where she couldn't stand what he was doing. Well, now she's fully back 1,000% to the point that she is, interfering in the matches, and it's just what, I'm used to it, but I'm still not used. I'm used to it, but I'm still not used to it. You know what I mean?
That's been the best part of the recent Eddie character has been Lish's involvement. So, but it wasn't enough to get him the win tonight. But it's been pretty successful for him the past year or so. So,
yeah, Lish tries to pull out all the cards in the deck, and but unfortunately, things go a little wonky. Ends up cracking Eddie in the head with the old kendo stick. Or
is it Kenny or Kendra?
Oh, Kendra, the Kendra stick. Yes.
Rest in peace, Kenny, the kendo stick.
Yes, that's been broken many a time. Eric Young gets the win here. So, yeah, there's definitely a miscommunication there. Mayor in the chat says Access TV didn't get the ending of this match. That's interesting.
Huh.
Because it's certain because okay, so I couldn't get the Spectrum to work on my computer, like the top version of it. And so I had to go on the rare occasion, and I had to do the
YouTube.
The YouTube, the Insiders, where it starts a half an hour later.
Right.
So
Commercial free.
Right, commercial free. Right. So it's just boom, hour and a half straight through. And there were nothing got missed there. So if you were watching Access
It might
TV,
be your local provider, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
It sounds like maybe they had the timing off on maybe a commercial break.
Could be, yeah. So if you missed something and you have the Ultimate Insiders as well, go check it out. See what you missed. Justin Miller is DirecTV. Was yours okay, Justin? Did yours work?
Yeah, he said it did work for him on DirecTV, I guess. So yeah, depending on providers, it sounds like it was maybe a provider issue.
Oh, he said it. Yeah, okay, gotcha. But yeah, this was a fun classic. You know, two veterans of this company going at it. Moose backstage with Brian Myers after his victory. But the way he was like walking downstairs, he was acting like he lost. So something got lost in translation there.
Well, he wasn't happy that Moose wasn't there.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. He's like, why weren't you there? And he's like, well, you won. You didn't need my help. Yeah. And then Heath comes in.
I thought we were friends.
Right.
There you go.
I thought we were friends.
There we go. There it is. Heath jumps in the conversation, and he and Moose going back and forth. So it looks like we're getting Heath versus Moose next week.
Oh, baby!
Might be one of his last matches, maybe. We'll see.
What are you saying Moose is going to do to the poor guy?
He gonna kill him.
What does it say in my ass?
Woo!
Because I like scumbags.
Yes.
Me too, Miss.
We all do. We love little scumbag. Next, we got Sunny Kiss backstage with Gia Miller. Fun little interview. And then Trinity jumps in, and they are very cordial with each other. And it looks like Sunny Kiss is going to get a match with Trinity. Now, I don't know if it's for the Knockouts title or if it's just a non-title match, but we are getting Sunny Kiss.
I think it's a title match, but it feels
it might be. I either way, we're getting Sunny Kiss versus Trinity, and it's
gonna be a wild match. I'm just saying.
Next week's whole show is just gonna be. People are going to be talking about it. Okay, that's all I got to say. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be a lot of matches people are talking about, and that's going to be one of them. I'm very excited. Part of the roster, how Sunny was just not booked hardly at all in AEW, especially after you see a match like you're going to see next week. It's like, come on, seriously. I don't know. But nonetheless, stay tuned, folks. That's all I got to say.
Really?
Oleg Prudius. That one just still doesn't roll off the tongue, but I think I said it correctly. Along with Dirty Dango, facing some local chaps from Chi-Town. We got Storm Grayson, and I missed the name of the other guy.
Oh, the other guy was Nick Diamond.
Oh, okay. That's so not what I was going to say, but thank you, Nick Diamond. She'll say Jumpin' Jehoshaphat or something. I don't know. Both, one of them at least, if not both, straight out of Trent's AWA from Chicago. Daniel Spencer, Nick Diamond, yes. So just knowing who was in the ring, especially with Oleg. Now, this was a little confusing as this one started, because as soon as it started, Dirty Dango went down to commentary and he was hanging out with Jiminy Christmas. Matthew
Raywald and Tom Hannafin?
Yes.
Matthew Raywald, who was doing a Rick Rude tonight, J-Bone. He was calling the action here, and I think he was wrestling at Freelance in Chicago tonight.
No way. What kind of time travel stuff is going on?
Whoa.
So, yeah, Oleg Prudius hasn't been in the ring in 12 years. Absolutely destroyed Grayson and Diamond. What? yeah, Dango finishes off the match. Yeah, thank you, Mayor. But Oleg does all the...
Because he hates pro wrestling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to do as little as possible while, Oleg Prudius does his dirty work. What did you think? I mean, I really can't say nothing about Dirty Dango, but what was what's your opinion?
I like it. I like it. He's an old school strongman, like just a guy that goes in there and whoops ass, and that's fine. Right. That reminds me a lot of our boy Joe. So I'm a fan of just big dude beating dudes up. That's all I need to do. So that I'm a fan of. So and then the connection with Dango and Bravo. I like the dynamic they're building here. So I enjoyed it. I'll be interested to see where this goes, where maybe Dango can ride this train. Like, is that going to get him into maybe a title picture where he's doing the heavy lifting for Dango to get a title? Or where's it going to go? Is it going to grow this group? Are we going to add some more muscle in here?
I got a feeling it is going to lead to, I don't know what, I'm not going to try to predict what title. I mean, obviously there's only so many, but then Dirty Dango would do the whole, I just hate pro wrestling. And he'll throw the title down on the ground or throw it out into the, out of the ring. Kind of similar to, I'm trying to think, didn't, there was a guy in New Japan. Who was the guy in New Japan that always goes like this? It's very popular. Naito?
Yeah, Naito. Yeah.
Yeah. Part of
Los Iglenables.
Yeah.
Is he looking through something?
Yeah, I don't know. That's this he does. He's like his eyes are open. That's just his thing. I don't know. But he had the Intercontinental title, or was it the World title, back a handful of years ago. And he just he would get in the ring and he'd whip the belt around and just throw.
Well, he was always nonchalant with it too. He'd just be like, he would just throw the title around.
Right, whatever. I have this. Yeah, I could totally picture Dirty Dango winning some title. Come down to the ring with Alpha Bravo and Oleg Prudius and just be like, wrestling, and just throw the title around. Absolutely. Oh,
Our boy
Daniel
Bravo.
Spencer. Yeah.
On the circuit doing Brian Hebner's Reffing It Up podcast.
Nice.
So definitely check that out. Learn a little more from Bravo, because if you listen to the TNI show, you just hear Bravo roast people like us.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if you want some insightful Bravo commentary, listen to the Reffing It Up podcast.
The best part about Bravo being on was when he was teaching me how to or how not to chew on, lollipops while we were live.
He's like me. He probably hates the sound of people chewing on stuff. I hate it.
J-Bone!
What was that? I had a chip or something, and this is like after the show. And
this is last week. Well, you were eating it right directly into the mic, and all I can hear is it crunching in your mouth, and the mouth sounds.
It's like not one of those soothing videos.
Listen, I like ASMR shit, okay, but not when it's people chewing on fucking food. It's the grossest, dude. It's like nails down a chalkboard to me. I can't. I'm just getting cringy just thinking about it.
So Alicia's just saying, J-Bone, if there is a encounter where everyone's around and a Mexican restaurant comes into play and you order the chips, maybe no chips for J-Bone.
Well, you can eat the chips. Just make sure I'm not directly next to you. At least in a restaurant, they got music. There's people talking, so you can't hear it so much. But I can't.
Salsa's flying, crumbs spattering out of my mouth. Hi, Alisha.
You're describing Alicia's worst nightmare, J-Bone.
This is like after the show.
My fists are curling. Just the rage.
After the show at the infamous, Mexican restaurant, and I'm just waiting for my chips to be stolen, and Alicia's gonna be because of it.
You do shit like that to me, I will reach over and punch the chips. I'm just gonna Bill Burr punching muffins. I'm just gonna ruin it.
Chips everywhere. The waitress is gonna be like, "Can I help you?" And you're gonna be like, "Yeah, this dumbass right here doesn't know how to eat chips." All right, we continue. So yeah, Oleg Prudius destroys the local chaps. Dirty Dango gets the pin. 1, 2, 3, they win. We'll see where it goes. Next, we got Jordynne Grace backstage. And she is interrupted by Bully. And she's a little taken back by Bully. She doesn't really know how to read him yet. He's because this is not the usual Bully. This isn't just Bully walks up and he's a bully. No, Bully's, dare I say, trying to teach her something. He's trying to pass on some knowledge. It may not be obvious at first, but just wait. Let the story play out. Kylan King then, of course, interrupts along with Macklin. And, of course, there's this, this thing going on between Macklin and Bully. And then, of course, Kylan King and Jordynne Grace. I'm all for this. I don't know exactly where this is going, but I love this because Jordynne Grace is on top of the world ever since she won the cup. Kylan King is doing everything she can to, I don't know, say take it away from her or just belittle her or,
She wants to knock her down a peg.
Right. She wants to
get up in there.
She's bullying her in her own way. Right.
Bullying
her? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So.
Like a bully, right?
Yeah. So.
But the question is, J-Bone, are we getting it? The infamous. The one the people people demand, what the people want, what they can trust. A Bully Ray face turn.
I think it's coming. Like I said, it's if and when it comes, it's not going to be super obvious just because of what we've seen so far in this run with him. He's been such an asshole, you know. You think he's being sincere, and then he, you know, spits hot coffee in Tommy Dreamer's face and, you know, fucks him up. It's just, it's hard to take Bully face value when he says something because there's always something behind it. But we'll see. We'll see. Never assume. We gotta wait and see. Impact World Title time, main event. Just cruising along here. Well, they did run down the card for next week, and I'm sure the visuals are going to be up on social media.
We got the Rascal segment backstage, J-Bone.
Oh, I did not write that one down. I am so sorry. The
Myron Reed.
The Myron Reed debut. My apologies. It's Chris Bay's response to that online was actually very humorous, saying that he was running downstairs like he was getting ready for prom, you know. But I am very excited for Myron Reed to be a part of this. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to. Sometimes it doesn't, nothing happens until they get their first match, which the first match is next week. But I'm just
sometimes it probably won't be listed to the roster until next week, I'm guessing.
It could be. If that's what the plan is. I'm not sure. You know? I've not heard any like specific news.
Specific news.
No, I
don't think you're going to get more specific news until we get closer to Hard to Kill on much of anything.
Yeah, and the company is going to go through a lot of changes. Period. But yeah, I'm very excited for Myron Reed, and just wait till that 3-on-3 next week. It's going to be a blast. And it's not just any old 3-on-3. Did you guys hear who they're wrestling next week?
Tell us, Chip.
Some legendary lucha action is going to happen.
Ooh.
We've got, is that set? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to screw this up. What? Don't you remember who was in the match that you saw? No, because I'm just old and stupid sometimes. Damn it. Taurus is there. Mm-hmm. Is it Laredo Kid or Samurai Del Sol? I don't remember. Which one is it?
Well,
it's one of the two. I think it's Laredo Kid.
Yeah, and
then Hoovy.
And then Hoovy.
Hoovin' to
Juice.
The juice. The juicy juice. He's still got it. Yeah, and they already advertised this online. I should know it. I feel so dumb. But anyways, can't wait. It's and wait till you see the Rascals gear, like all of them in the purple and green gear. It looks sick. It really does. As far as gear goes, those guys are killing it. All right, world title time. Jonathan Gresham facing our champ, Alex Shelley. Banger of a match. In fact, this one on, I don't know what it did on TV, but on the Ultimate Insider, it went past the top of the hour by a few minutes.
Yeah.
The overrun.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often.
No. But this was crazy good.
An exhibition of wrestling.
very, very heelish
Very true.
Jonathan Gresham.
He's going there.
Yeah.
And
He's been going there since the Speedball feud. Rivalry, rather.
He has, but he hasn't shown it in the ring as much as he did this time, I feel like.
Well, because it's a slow kindling, but he's real pissed off with the way things are going. And Shelley's got something he apparently wants, so he's going to bring him the business.
Oh, and did he? My goodness. So what did you guys, I mean, besides the little, goofiness that he was doing shit behind Daniel Spencer's back. By the way, Daniel Spencer, I don't know if you realize this until you watch the show tonight, what Jonathan Gresham was doing behind your back in the ring, just being kind of jerky.
Oh.
No, we got some chuckles out of it, though. What'd you guys think of the match itself, though?
You have to go to the X Division champion first.
I love this match!
It was good. I think it was refreshing for Alex to get new competition.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was, and that's what Shelley's kind of that's like Josh was, like the fighting champion going through like the better wrestlers, like giving the good matches. I think that's what people expect out of him. But obviously, we've seen the same thing. Like we had seen kind of Shelley doing kind of like a little bit. Seemed like, is he going to turn heel at some point? We kept thinking, but then like Gresham's kind of doing the same thing. So. But when it comes to the world title, whatever it takes, that's got to be the philosophy here. So even though someone with a lot of honor behind them, maybe not acting the most honorable to try to pull out a world title win. So you still got to respect the game.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
Spencer, he does. He'll catch him. He'll catch him.
Yeah.
Can't catch everything, but eventually he'll catch you.
Eventually, yes. Yeah. This one was just amazing. The back and forth was it was given a lot more time than I thought it was going to be given on TV. It was tremendous. It really was. But yeah, that's the episode. Alex Shelley retains. I didn't actually write that down here. I suppose I better. It's like, yes,
who's the world champion?
Who's champ? Damn it! It's Alex Shelley. Settle down. Some damn good reffing though by our favorite Daniel Spencer.
Right down.
Anything else might have missed from today's episode?
No, this was a good one. I think we knew, obviously, J-Bone, you were there, so we knew the fallout in Chicago had some good content. So now we're seeing it, and we'll be seeing more of it next week. Good build here as we kind of get into. We'll get that more build towards Hard to Kill. Obviously, we know the IPWF, which is filming Saturday, is going to be go in the time machine and then resurface at some point in the next few weeks as well. But some good stuff coming up as we head towards Hard to Kill and TNA, J-Bone. Have you heard it's back? It's coming back.
It's coming back. Yeah.
Oh, it's coming back like that Mexican food.
Ay caramba. One thing I did forget to mention, which is worth mentioning just briefly, Gia Miller's, I was just scrolling through the order box. Gia Miller has a quick interview with Will Ospreay on his match next week with Josh Alexander. Which,
and I got to give a shout out to, well, good job by Gia with another clutch interview, the scoops. But Will Ospreay has been out there doing all the different medias and stuff and just putting over the company a ton. So whatever is in his future, he's doing right in how he's at least working with Impact, i.e. TNA in the future right now.
Yeah.
So kudos to the lad.
Yeah, it is. And I did see one clip about the announcement that Will Ospreay did do at Turning Point, which I thought was hilarious. He's like, I got an announcement to make. You know, the crowd goes, ooh, you know, and he goes, I finished my kitchen.
He had you right there, J-Bone.
Oh, right there, bruv. But that's the whole thing, bruv. Yes. So, but yeah, next week is gonna be one you do not want to miss. And I, for one, I usually don't get this excited about like the coming week as far as what's coming up, especially if it's just another episode. Like, oh yeah, that match will be cool, you know. But like you and I were there, we saw what went down. No spoilers. Just we had a blast. Day 2, you know, felt like it was almost as good as the pay-per-view the day before. Sometimes, depending on how you look at it. Just a ton of fun. You guys are gonna love next week. Can't wait. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of Impact Wrestling. Thank you to my crew, Alisha and Bill, for joining me. And you guys know what to do. Check out the sponsors. Check out the links in the description. And on your way out, most importantly, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Good night, folks. Take care. We'll see you soon.